What's up, everyone? As you could probably tell, this is a familiar spot. Even though it is early November, we still have one more event with the Mustang, the S550. This is just a fun event at our local INR SCCA region. So basically what it is, you work for about an hour, hour and a half, then you have the rest of the day of the run. So we're working from about 10 a.m. to 11:30, and then 11:30 to 2 we're going to drive as many laps as you can get. I'm co-driving with Clement. He helps me all summer build the cars, so he's going to get to take some laps in the Mustang. Right now the PSIs are really low from sitting, because if you remember the last video, we set them low because it was hot out and now it's super cold out. It's about 45 degrees out today. So we're setting the fronts to 27 and then the rears to 28. Hopefully it builds some pressure. Our pump died, but luckily we have someone that is letting us borrow theirs, so we're going to get the PSI set and then we'll go from there. So we're at the starting line of INR. As you can see, it's very wet. Not very wet, but there's wet patches and there's quite a bit of leaves. So we start there pretty much straight into a slight slalom. So starting gate, come through here. Looks like you'll have a decent amount of speed coming through here. We're gonna end up over there. So when we get to this gate, looks like we're heading on the downhill section, because this parking lot is very uneven. I'm standing at the highest point, goes down that way, and severely down that way. So once you get here, it goes into your typical S chicane. So you're gonna start, go left, go right, and then go left into this S. Then we get all the way down here, and we take a looping 90 degrees through that cone and then through there, and it looks like we go back up through there. So once you start slalom, come through here, you're gonna come around the 90-degree loop, then you're gonna head back up. All right, so now that we did that, you're gonna come through here. You can see the chalk lines. You come up to this big slalom, so another slalom going uphill. So once you're done with this huge slalom coming up here, there's a gate that you want to go through going towards the pole, and then this is more than a 90 degrees because the car will be pointing this way. You're gonna get all the way up through here, and then you take a little bit more than 90 to go back down the hill over there where we started, coming up the hill. So you're gonna come here, take your 90, and then the really big Chicago box, then you head all the way back down again. So now we're back down the hill where we started when we walked back up. So now you come back through on the chalk. So there's only be one car on the course at a time because of this section right here at the end, because if you remember, you come through this way up the hill, and this way you come down the hill and go that way towards the finish. So this way you're going to come through here, go around where we loop over there, and then end at the finish. All right, we are out here. I am working grid. We've been out here for about an hour or so. We're like 5 or 6 runs deep so far. It's been good. It's the fun event. We have different people driving different cars. We have Brandon that drives the STI, riding in the 370 that's supercharged. We have a couple of Lotuses, a couple of Voras out here, which are really cool. Send him on his way. We have this LS swapped Ranger that Brandon is driving, that 370, but he brought this today instead of the STI. We have them swapping. He is driving his buddy's Type R. He is driving the Corvette C7 that's right back there. So far we're having a great day. Warmed up a little bit, or I just got used to it, one of the two, but so far it's a great day. We're probably gonna get like 8 runs in, so probably like 3 or 4 for me, and then like 5-ish for Clement. I've driven the car, he hasn't. We'll let him get more seat time than I do today. I will probably take the first 2 runs so he can learn the course and warm the car up, make sure it's good. But so far we should be good to get quite a bit of runs. So let's get him out of here. All right, whenever you're ready. So we're doing pretty fun, so I'll catch up with you back when I'm in the car. All right, we are now in the car for our first run. I'm probably gonna do 2 runs, one to learn the course again, warm up the tires for Clement, and Clement can learn the course because I have no idea where the hell we're going. But we'll have a good time nonetheless. Try to see if I can remember where we are going, because I don't remember at all. level of grip is no. That is the level of grip we are at. The new tires, you know, felt okay. They're pretty cold. So I tried to push them to get some heat into them. We got a 34. But the track is fun. I mean, I kind of got lost a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. We'll do one more run probably, and then we'll have Clement hop in. And then when I was working grid, I was able to get 9 runs. So if we can split it like 3 and 5 or 4 and 5, I'm gonna be pretty happy with that. But let's get back in line and go from there. Going up for the second run, have a better idea of what the course is going to do. I'm going to turn traction off this time because I feel like it might help me, and then hopefully a little bit more grip, and then we'll have Clement do a couple runs nice and slow to get used to the course. So here we go. Course is fun, just there's like no grip, so we'll have fun as it is, having a great day. There's only one car out on the track today with the crossover, so it takes us a little longer to get out there. The slight cone with some slight understeer, but definitely a lot more grip that time. The tires definitely got just a tad more heat into it to keep them warm. So yeah, we shaved 3 and some change seconds off, so not too shabby. Tires should have a little bit more heat for Clement to make it a little more safe, but we're gonna get him behind the wheel now and see how good he does. All right, this is Clement's first run in the Mustang. So he's just gonna take it easy, learn the course, have some fun, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, he's driven it a handful of times, like just in the neighborhood and stuff like that, but this is his first time getting to really feel the car in an environment where he's allowed to really have at it. So here we go. But he's gonna take it nice and easy, and then we'll be good from there. Spun out right at the end. All right, here we go. Here we go. There you go. There you go. Yep. Alright, now slow it down. There you go. There you go, and then hard left. There you go. Alright, slow it down. Hard right. And then through the finish. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah.
It was alright.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yep, just keep it in second. And then just cruise all the way up. Alrighty.
It was fun. I don't know why I think that.
Alright, this is the 4th overall run. Second for Clement. We're going to try not to just take off a little slower because the track is taking no immediate bite when we try to take off, and then he's just going to have some fun. And that guy in the go-kart is definitely having a good time drifting everywhere.
That's cool.
Alrighty, here we go. There you go. There we go. behind on the corners. 34.60 again. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same time you just did. That's crazy. So that's pretty cool. He's just that precise. All right, so I am driving Brandon's LS swapped Ranger that he wanted me to go and do. So he said if it turns off, just wait for the screen and redo it. He says the brakes suck, it spins out easy, and it's fun. So we're gonna have some fun driving this thing, and it's an automatic. All right, so let's have some fun. I'm excited for this. Probably gonna spin out. The eye of sight is very off, as you can see with the alignment, so that's probably gonna mess with me a little bit. Brakes definitely aren't great. It surges quite a bit, but we're gonna have an absolute blast driving this. I can't wait. But he's on good tires. I know that. He's on good tires. Yep, brakes definitely suck. Bad. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. Gotta remember that. No brakes. Pretty much pushing almost all the way to the floor and becomes like a hard rock before they start to stop. So we'll have to be mindful of that. But we're gonna have an absolute blast. This thing is an absolute blast to drive. It's loose, it's sloppy, but that is nothing but fun. And then if you can see, there goes Clement right after me. Oh, that was sketchy, but he saved it. Yeah, he's taking it nice. Got a 35, so a second slower than my first run with the Mustang, but this thing is absolute fun. So we'll have Clement have some fun. Go park this. This was a blast. All right, after driving Brandon's super fun Ranger, we're back into the good old Mustang. This is like, yeah, this is my third run in it. Clint gave me a spook, as you saw, but that's okay. Should be a little bit more heat in the tires. Sun came out, or less clouds came out, but that's not gonna really do much. So we'll see if we can do another decent run and just have some fun. It's been a super fun day, so last corner got me. It was a good run until that last corner. Definitely caught me off guard. Let's see what the time says. 29.7, so dropped about a second and a half off the other one, so it's not bad. Definitely could have got a little faster if that last corner didn't come up on me, but this thing definitely feels good. The grip is definitely there, and even with a super cold day with 44-degree air temp. So there we go. All right, this is it. This is the last run of the season right here. Last run of the fun event, last run of the season. Today was a great way to end. Clement got a bunch of runs in the car. I got to drive the Ranger. Definitely had a fun day, but we're gonna end it with me driving it one last time for the year. So in a few more seconds, this will be the last run of the year, and then we will continue to build it over winter, and then next year we'll hit as many events as we can. Oh, he's getting wild. So here. All right, on that last run, unfortunately, the GoPro battery died like right when I took off. Nothing I can do about it. I think it's time to invest new batteries because once they get about 40%, they randomly turn off. It was a good run, nothing crazy. I think I ran almost the same times I've been running the rest of the day. Going down the hill and then in the left-hander going back up the hill, drifted that whole thing. That was pretty fun. That was the highlight. But what a good way to end the season. Clement got a bunch of runs. I got some runs. I got to drive the Ranger. It was just a good way to send off that car season. What a season it's been. As you know, we're building a couple new cars for next season to do a few new events. We'll still continue to build the S550 Mustang while building these S95 Mustangs to go hit the track, and I got a few more things planned. So I appreciate you guys watching. No more race for the rest of the video. We're just going to build some cars, which still should be plenty of fun. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed, and then I can't wait to get out next season with the cars. Peace.